Yes. Jordan. First syllable, iota sigma.
Okay.
Pronounce it. Iota sigma. No, it's a sigma. This is a iota e and the sigma s. E. S.
Has a little hat on it.
Okay.
Okay, maybe
Put the English is together. Is. How does that sound? Is. Okay. It's close enough. Is. R-A. Put those words together. What is that? Isra. E-L.
Israel.
Israel. And that's what we got. Israel. I'm going to do this one. Is sa car. Issachar. And again, this is what helps out here is pronouncing it one syllable at a time. Is sa car.
Is the I a J? I mean, J. Yeah, like the name would be with the I be J. Like
No, this is one which would not be a J. This one would be actually though it is the same Hebrew letter that is transliterated as J by us Anglos and all of the others. So there's no reason except that in this particular case it's hard to combine J and S together. So that's why they don't begin the name Issachar with a J.
Or Isaac.
Or Isaac for that matter.
Or Israel.
Mm-hmm. Can anybody guess on this one?
That's Joseph.
That's Joseph. Yosef. E-O, safe. Okay, from now on what we're going to do is I'll pronounce them in Greek and then the first person that can guess as to who it is, all right? Levi.
Levi.
Levi. Yeah.
It's over here somewhere.
Methuselah.
Methuselah.
Matthew.
Matthias.
Matthew.
Matthew. Moses.
Moses.
Moses. This, by the way, is where we get our English word Moses. The Hebrew word is Moshe. So we borrow the Greek pronunciation for our English word Moses. Naphtali.
Naphtali.
Naphtali. Yeah. Noah.
Noah.
There you are, Noah! Hey, Noah!
And again, every time you translate it into a different language.
It's different here than there.
Is it
Which one?
This one is the correct one. I don't know
Because
how it
you have
became
new,
Neo.
epsilon.
How it became
Omega.
Neo in your workbook. This is the correct spelling. Now, I was going to say, every time you translate from one language to another, and you have these words that you're not going to translate, you're just going to carry them over into name, personal names or place names, you're going to have some sound issues. And it has to do with what sounds that the readers are used to making. Noah sounds closer to our English Noah. It doesn't sound as close to the Hebrew Noah. And so, again, you're dealing with how well a person can pronounce or a particular culture can pronounce that word. Petros.
Peter.
Yeah, that's Peter. Thaddeus. Thaddeus. Thomas. Thomas, yes. And this again explains why our word Thomas has a TH in it. It's the theta.
It does.
Yes.
The thing with the A is that
Oh, like
it's
tens.
not an accent, but the accent is that changing the A
Things.
into a different sound.
That's an accent. Yeah. That's it's called a circumflex accent. You're going to have basically 3 accents. This is one of the kinds of accent, and then another of the accent it'll be the same thing only facing another direction. And then these circumflex accents. All of them basically will show which syllable is taking the accent in the pronunciation of the word. So, Thomas would be the way it's pronounced. Ruben.
Reuben.
Yeah. Salomon.
Solomon.
Solomon?
Yeah. And this is the pronunciation we've borrowed. So, as close as we can get, this is the pronunciation we've borrowed in for our English word Solomon. The Hebrew is Shalomo. Sumeon.
Simon.
Simon or Simeon. Andreas.
Andrew.
Andrew.
Jesus.
It's a guy.
Yeah, it's a male.
Now, let me point out something to you here. And I'll get into the reason for it sometime. Not this time, but sometime. This that appears at the beginning is not an accent. This is the accent. This little comma-looking thing is what you call a breathing mark, and I'll explain it more next week. But it will always appear only at the beginning of the word, and it does not affect the pronunciation of the syllables. It does affect pronunciation of the word, but it doesn't show which syllable has the stress. This is the accent. Andreas.
Jesus.
Jesus. Right? That's Jesus, yes. Now, the Spanish would say Jesus, and that's actually closer to the Greek, Jesus, than our Jesus. Again, we anglicized that first letter into a J. The Hebrew would be Yeshua. So again, some pronunciation issues changing from culture to culture, but the meaning of the word is the name Jesus.